Greetings and salutations, everyone. Hey, I hope you guys are having a great Labor Day weekend. Whew. I know some of you parents are ready for your kids to go back to school because they've been in your face all weekend. You're ready to just run around crazy and sit down. Well, mine just came back, so I've been just chilling with them, excited, and they're definitely ready to go back to school. So all you parents out there, have some fun. All you kids out there, be safe, and I hope you enjoy your first day of school. Alright, so let's talk about this book right here that I got. A Fems Playground by Shatika Turner. Okay, y'all see this book? Do y'all see this book? Y'all need to go buy this book just because of the way it feels. I mean, I love the colors. Like, I don't talk about covers much, but the cover is awesome. I was like, wow. And then the way it feels, the first thing that came to my mind was like, ooh, what is this, velvet? It's just so soft. It's so soft. It's so cool. But yes, go buy the book. It's definitely a good book. I reached out to Shatika last night and told her that it was going to be fun reviewing this book, and I must say it's fun in a good way because I really enjoyed this book. Really, it was funny, it was crazy. It had me like, yo, it had me wanting to get in the book and be like, right? So what can I say? The book is about Patience Jones, who is a female who loves other women and is pretty much disowned by her mother, wronged by the person that she loved, her lover, and she's just over it. She's just tired, you know, of being selfless and feels like she needs to be selfish. And it kind of sucks because when it describes the relationship that she has with her mom, it's like, wow, it's so surreal because it's actually real live events, because Patient's mom is an overbearing woman and pretty much, you know, secludes her kids from the real world. And then she finds out that Patience likes other women and kicks her out at 17 and disowns her. And it's like, wow, I say it's so real because you have so many kids these days that are not comfortable within themselves, but they can't even express that to their parents because their parents are so biased on one way of raising their kids, and it's their way. And it's like you have kids that are out here, or people that are out here just going through life lost because you can't turn to your parents. Who can you turn to? I mean, you can turn to your peers, but there's nothing like being able to go to your parent and express it to your parent and having that support. It's the biggest thing, is the support, because if you have nobody else, if you don't have your friends that support you or anything, you always should have your parents. And it's not like kids, you know, the kids, you being biased because the kids love who they love. I see if they're out here robbing and killing and stealing and shooting people and doing all kinds of craziness. No, it's just who they choose to love, and it's like you just throw them to the wind, and it's like, it's sad. So that part that it talked about in the book, I thought was really good, and it was really real. So appreciate that. But within the book, you know, it's so much to talk about this book. Like, if I sat here really went through this book, we'd be here for an hour, and we all know we don't have time for that. So I'm gonna just go through the book on the fact that you have all of these characters. You have Patience, who is being there for everybody, but at the same time, you know, she's dealing with her own stuff, and people just turn on her. They just turn on her, okay? So she has that. Then she has her brother Jameer, who is younger than her, who unfortunately still lives at home with the mom, in which of course the mom doesn't want him to have contact with Patience because Patience is just the person that she gave birth to, and she doesn't want her son around her because she feels like her son is going to turn out into her. Unfortunately for him, Well, not unfortunately for him, but unfortunately, well, yeah, unfortunately for him, because he decides to make wrong choices, and you know, or because this lady, his mom, doesn't know how to love or doesn't want to love him because she despises his dad because she says his dad cheated and left and he's a piece of shit and pretty much no good, and the fact that she doesn't love men because of that situation. And of course her son is like, so if you don't love men, then that means you're not going to love me. And she pretty much confirms what he believes, and now he wants to be a transgender because he doesn't want to be a man, because although he doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin, his own body, he wants to be loved by his mom, and since his mom doesn't love men, he wants to be a woman. Like, that's pretty fucked up. That's really, 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 really fucked up, but hey, it's in the book. So then you have Desiree, who is Patient's best friend, who's going through her own stuff because of her not having the love from her parents when she was younger. Granted, she had the financial and the materialistic love, but she didn't have the emotional and the physical love, and so she's been searching for love, and the way that she acts is, oh my goodness. So she's on Vicodin and some other drug, like the two worst pills that you could probably have, and she takes them because she wants to get high. Then she get with somebody, and now she's taking them because of the pain, because Dwayne is beating the bricks off of her. And on top of that, Patience doesn't know that her friend is a drug addict and doesn't understand why she's mixing with this man that is constantly abusive to her. Then, with Patience having to deal with Desiree and having to deal with the fact that Jameer is out here going about getting the money for his operation all wrong, she's having to deal with that. Okay, so within having to deal with that, she was the type of person where she's like, I don't want relationships, I don't want commitment, I just want to stick and move, muff and dive. Now someone comes into her life that knows her, that she doesn't know. She doesn't know who this person is associated with her past, because when she got to the point where she just wanted to stick and move and muff and dive, people feel like that she wronged them. So this person she doesn't know associated with her past, she winds up falling in love with Blaze/Jasmine and lets her wall down, unfortunately, to find out that Jasmine/Blaze lied about who they associated with in their past, and now she's back to don't know who to trust. But then her brother talks to her and tells her the fact that, you know, I really feel like Blaze is sincere, and only to find out that there's some crazy shit going on. Unfortunately, Patience loses her job because somebody started a blog about some sensitive information that posted, like somebody's trying to ruin her life, like they and you don't know who it is. They ruined her job, they got her fired from her job, which I think is pretty messed up. Then they sabotaged her relationship because they intentionally spilled the beans about the relationship with Blaze and the person from her past, and now she's going bananas. She's going bananas. You don't know who it was that's just, I know who it was because I read the book, but you don't know who it was, and I'm not going to tell you because you need to read the book. It's like, who did her wrong? Was it her brother that did her wrong, sabotaged her? I mean, every time she turned around, you know, people lying to her and people doing her wrong. Was it her best friend? I mean, her best friend's on drugs and getting beat up, so she ain't in the right state of mind. Is it the person that she loved, Jasmine/Blaze? I mean, she finds out that this person is associated with somebody in my past that really did me wrong, so why wouldn't you do me wrong? And it's like, holy crap, when you find out who it is, oh my goodness, you're going to be so thirsty for more, because I'm thirsty for more. I so can't wait to part 2. I mean, I was just like, whoa, wow, really? People just really, really so grimy. It's like you can't won't work for your own, but you so want something somebody else has, and it's like you don't know what that person, like, that person went through their own stuff. Like, you think that their life is peaches and cream, like, you knew. Ugh. I'm not even gonna go into it, but I have to say that I really enjoyed this book. I can't wait for part 2. I mean, I think this book, let me see, I ain't gonna lie, when did this book come out? Because it's fairly new. Well, it came out and it's copyrighted 2013, but I'm ready for part 2. Like, I need part 2 like yesterday, because I want to know what happened. And if you want to know what happened, you like, comment, subscribe, you share this video, you buy this book, and you talk to the author and tell her we need part 2. So, with that, hope you continue to have a great Labor Day weekend. Don't forget, reading is fundamental. Peace out. Love you.